Hi guys. Have you ever felt like a woman's plan B when you should have been her first choice? I remember years ago, my cousin Lewis started talking to this girl named Maria. At first, the vibes were intense, their connection was great, etc. But as the weeks went on, he began to feel that something was just off, it wasn't right. Maria always seemed to have something going on. Whenever Lewis tried to set up a date, it was always met with a plethora of excuses. I'm busy with work, or I have plans with my girls tonight. Don't get me wrong, everyone has their own life, but she started rescheduling him time and time again. So he started to feel like that he was just there to fill like the little gaps in her schedule. It all came to a head one Friday night. My cousin had booked dinner at this rooftop restaurant thinking that it would be a good time for them to actually connect. He was ready to lay it all out there thinking that they could move past this phase. But Maria texted him 2 hours before saying that she was held up at a work event and that she couldn't make it. To make matters worse, Lewis later found out through mutual friends that she was at a different bar with some of her friends. It was that gut-wrenching realization that hit him like a ton of bricks. He wasn't her priority, but rather an option she could fall back on when she had nothing better to do. He came to me one day asking me for advice on what to do. This is exactly what I told him and any other man that's in the exact same situation. The hard truth is this. When it comes to dating, if you're not the main course, you're just table scraps. There is no in between. But if you're in this situation, don't worry because you've got me. And I have the unfiltered, unapologetic guide that will catapult you from being a woman's maybe to her must-have. Step 1. Read the room. Do you ever feel like you're just fitting into her busy life whenever it's convenient for her? That's your first red flag there. We're not just talking about a good night text that she sends as an afterthought. This is so much bigger than that. This is about you, your worth, and your presence being relegated to a corner of her life. You should be the damn main event, not an afterthought. No man with even a shred of self-respect will allow himself to be demoted to exist in the background for too long. So I want you to really marinate in that reality. Understand what it means because acknowledging it is your first step to flipping that script. Step 2, the law of reciprocity. Let's cut through the lies. Women are every bit as strategic as men, if not more. This isn't a one-sided chess match. When you're putting in the work, showing her attention and giving her your time and whatever else, and she is giving you breadcrumbs in return, you're not just in a bad deal. You're teaching her that she can get away with it. This sets up a very high-risk dynamic where she understands the benefits of low effort. You're the one inflating her market value without any return on your investment. You have no ROI at this point. So what do you do about it? Either you adjust the scales and get the reciprocity your effort deserves, or you pull out of this one-sided transaction altogether. You wouldn't keep pouring money into a bad investment, would you? The same logic applies here. Balance that emotional equation or cut your losses. It's really just as simple as that. Step 3, you come first. You want to be the one she's watching when you walk into a room, don't you? To achieve that, you have to stop treating her like she's the sun and you're just a planet in her orbit. I'm talking about a full mindset shift here. Not just ignoring a few calls or turning down a last minute invite. No, this is about the atmosphere you create, the energy you exude, the second you step through that door. What you're aiming for here is an aura of self-importance, magnetic pull that makes her feel like that she's going to lose her balance if she's not careful. You've got to reframe the dynamic so you're not always the one that's readily available at her every beck and call. You should be living a life that's so fulfilling, so packed with purpose that she starts to question whether she's even really a part of that agenda. Once she senses that your attention and focus have realigned, no longer spotlighting her as the main event, that's when you've got her attention because you shift from being an accessory to becoming an essential key in her life. And she's not willing to lose it. One, she's not willing to lose. Step 4, the novelty factor. The term familiarity breeds contempt isn't just a saying. It's a hard science. Psychologists call it habituation, and in layman's terms, it means that something that was once exciting is now boring and predictable. If you're a guy who comes around with the same pickup lines, the same old tactics, guess what? You're fast tracking yourself into the, who was that again? Category. So how do you beat this? You've got to shake things up, flip the script, and keep her on her toes. You have to inject unpredictability into the dynamics, keeping her guessing on what your next move will be. You want to be that unsolved equation, that puzzle she's drawn to, that enigma that she's dying to crack. You have to oscillate between being the open book that she's already read and the secret that she's dying to figure out. By reintroducing the element of mystery and intrigue, you make sure that you're not just another face in the crowd, but the face that she can't stop thinking about. And that is how you ascend from being optional to being indispensable. Step 5, be the prize. A major mistake that trips up countless men is they lay all their cards out on the table, offering her everything. And what do they get in return? Nothing. Why does this happen? It all boils down to a simple yet frequently overlooked concept: the value of scarcity. I'm not just talking about your time here, though that is crucial. This goes beyond time. It's about your emotional real estate and your undivided attention too. The rarer you make these commodities, the more she's going to realize that she not only wants them, but she needs them. You don't have to announce this shift. Be subtle about it. Let the transformation in how you allot your resources and time be sensed rather than stated. Make her feel the absence. As she feels this void, she'll start to question why she even feels this way, and you become the prize she's motivated to win. Your shift to scarcity should be something she experiences as a realization, kind of like an aha moment that makes her understand just how essential you are. That's when she stops taking you for granted and starts treating you like the quality man that you've always been. Step 6, draw the lines. This is key. Having boundaries isn't about shutting yourself off from all emotions. It's about setting the ground rules for the engagement. This is your blueprint for self-respect. You're not just a doormat that she could walk all over. So go ahead and make her mind work a little bit. Let her imagination run wild, wondering where you are, what you're up to, and who has the privilege of your company. And before you say it, this is not game playing. This is mental engagement. In a world where everything is at our fingertips, the forgotten art of missing someone becomes a power play. It's time to reintroduce that concept in your dating dynamic. Your absence should make her reevaluate how she treats your presence. When you start to draw these lines, when you bring back that sense of uncertainty, that's when she begins to see you as someone she could potentially lose. That realization shifts the balance of power. The tactical brilliance of this strategy is that it creates an emotional urgency in her. She'll start seeing you not just as an option, but as a priority, someone she can't afford to no longer take for granted. Because let's be real, nothing elevates your status in someone's life like the impending possibility of your absence. Step 7, show them what you got. Being a man of unparalleled substance means you're 100%, 150% irreplaceable. If your reliability is consistent and your wisdom is solid, she won't just hesitate. She'll reevaluate her whole damn game plan. It's not just that you're a rarity. You're that driving force in her life that elevates it from ordinary to extraordinary. Losing you won't be an option for her. She won't look at you as just a guy she's dating. You're the man who adds depth, stability, and meaning to her life. Hammer that reality into her consciousness. Make her realize the magnitude of the absence that would be felt if you were to exit her life. So there it is. Your game plan from being just another guy to the man that she can't afford to overlook. It's not just about knowing these steps, it's about living them. As for the situation with my cousin, Maria began to notice the absence. The texts and calls increased and the complete tone changed. It went from casual, nonchalant messages to more eager ones, asking to meet up and talk. But by that point, Lewis had shifted his mindset. He knew his worth and he wasn't willing to settle for anything less than being someone's main course rather than just being table scraps. So with that being said, until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye.